Quitting weed isn't as painful as dropping alcohol or opiates, but marijuana withdrawal can still be a difficult process. Here's what happens to your body and mind when you decide to put away the bong for good. After Colorado and Washington blazed the trail by legalizing recreational marijuana in 2012, it was only a matter of time before other states started to join in the fun. As of 2023, recreational use is legal in 24 states and DC, with even more states offering options for medical patients. Of course, it's still illegal at the federal level. In 2022, 22% of Americans 12 and older reported having used marijuana, according to the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, making it the most commonly used illicit drug in the nation. Of course, not everyone who smokes or otherwise ingests marijuana products keeps doing it forever. If you stop smoking marijuana after you have been using it for a long time, you can expect to feel some mild, uncomfortable withdrawal symptoms, but they aren't life-threatening or even temporarily debilitating, the way quitting other substances can be. Some symptoms of marijuana withdrawal include restlessness, weight loss due to decreased appetite, headaches, and even mental health effects like irritability, depression, and anxiety. Insomnia and weird dreams may also come into play, but those symptoms are temporary and make way for positive effects like increased motivation and lung health.
I haven't quit smoking pot. Yeah, I don't even really want it anymore. It's like I totally clean myself up.
What is classed as long-term marijuana use varies, but generally, using weed daily or near daily for some time would make you fall into the long-term use category. Among those in this category, a report published by JAMA Psychiatry in 2015 found that 3 in 10 people developed a marijuana use disorder. People who fall under the chronic use category may experience unwanted side effects like anxiety, moodiness, and lack of motivation, but those symptoms will generally go away after a few weeks of abstaining. However, in extreme cases, there may be more permanent changes to the brain, according to Integris Health. Marijuana use disorder is when using marijuana becomes addictive to a person and they find themselves unable to stop even if it has a detrimental effect on their life. A key sign of this disorder is the need for stronger and stronger marijuana in order to get high. If you decide to stop using marijuana as a result of developing a marijuana use disorder, your body is highly likely to face some unpleasant symptoms as it gets used to being without the drug that it's been dependent on. While the majority of marijuana withdrawal symptoms are more unpleasant than dangerous, they can still be difficult to deal with, like severe cravings for weed or negative changes to your mental health. People with mental health diagnoses such as PTSD and personality, anxiety, or mood disorders may have a harder time with withdrawal symptoms, according to American Addiction Centers. Because of this, it's never a bad idea to contact an addiction center or a substance use specialist to ensure that the withdrawal process is as painless as possible. If you don't feel comfortable with that type of help, you should at least tell supportive family or friends about your decisions so they can monitor your health and help you through the more unpleasant side effects. Those who stop using marijuana after long-term use or as a result of marijuana use disorder can expect withdrawal symptoms to kick in 1 to 2 days after they last used the drug. The next stage occurs within 2 to 6 days, during which time the symptoms will grow in severity. However, the good news is that, in 3 weeks, the majority of symptoms will disappear, although the exact length of time will vary from person to person. The even better news is that on the other side of the withdrawal symptoms, people who stop using weed may find they can focus better. Their memories are improved, they have more energy, and enjoy a more stable mood, according to Midwest Recovery Centers. Naturally, their cardiovascular and respiratory systems will thank them as well.